Happy Thursday morning and happy game day to you all, Packers fans. The cool thing is we've had a game week all week against the Commanders report right here in our Chat Sports studios. Unfortunately, they're beating us in this week's sub battle, and they're up by a decent bit, 36 subscribers. I need you guys to help me out, okay? If we want to be the Commanders tonight, that starts right here on the YouTube platform. If you haven't subscribed to us yet, do that today, and you get daily videos 100% free right here on the Packers report. Welcome into the show, everybody. My name is Joey Peterson. So happy to have you guys watching me on the Packers Report, and so happy that we all get to watch some Green Bay Packers football tonight against the Washington Commanders, again, in Lambeau Field. Right now, Green Bay Packers 3.5-point favorites against Washington. This one's going to be a good one. It's going to be exciting. There's going to be lots of big plays, lots of big moments, and I cannot wait to watch it and hopefully watch this team improve to 2-0. Let's go with my keys to victory, okay? These are the 5 things that I think Green Bay needs to do if they want to destroy the Washington Commanders. Number 1, you got to keep Jayden Daniels in the pocket. Now, it's a lot easier for me to get on this YouTube show and say this than it is to actually have the team do it. This is going to be hard. Jayden Daniels, outside of Lamar Jackson, is probably the best quarterback in the National Football League when it comes to his mobility, when it comes to using his legs. But I think there is a way to stop him because it's been done before. And I look back to last year's game, Washington Commanders, Pittsburgh Steelers. I thought Mike Tomlin had a really, really good defensive game plan against Jayden Daniels. What he did was he sent 5 rushers a ton throughout the game, and basically what that does is it clogs up every single running lane. Now, there are cons to that strategy, right? You got less people in coverage, and he can hurt you with his arm as well. But when you send 4, even if you send 4 in a contained fashion so he doesn't get out to the right or the left, there will be a running lane open somewhere in the middle. It's just plain math. Okay, so what Mike Tomlin did, he negated that. He sent 5 a ton, and they actually did very, very good against Jayden Daniels and the Commanders. Honestly, though, I trust Jeff Hafley with my life after what I saw him do last Sunday against Detroit. I trust his game plan. I trust his defensive coordinating ability going into this one, that I think he's going to have this team ready, and I think he's going to have a lot of awesome little wrinkles he's throwing Jayden Daniels' way to get him off his rocker and to get him out of his comfort zone as he'll be on the road in this one as well. Guess what, guys? We are going to be live tonight for Green Bay against Washington. So join us at 6:20 p.m. Central Time right here on the Packers Report. Make sure you don't miss it. Subscribe. Turn those notifications on because right when we go live, you'll get a notification. You can come in, join us, hang out with us. Again, we'll be live, play-by-play analysis. We'll have a ton of fun for the entirety of the game. Number 2, and this one, I'll just go ahead and give you a hint. This is going to be on my keys to victory probably for the rest of the year. You got to establish the run early. That's how you win football games in the National Football League. I know a couple years ago, the NFL kind of, I don't want to say reverted away against the run or turned away from the run, but over these last couple of years, I think we've seen a trend back to the running back position as people have realized it's important. This Commanders defense, they can be had. I like Joe Witt Jr. I like Dan Quinn. I think they're wonderful coaches, wonderful coordinators. But the defensive personnel they have, especially in their front 7, they can be taken advantage of. And we know that this offense, just plain and simple, is better when it's balanced. Jordan Love is better when this team is running the football better because he usually has more time in the pocket and he usually has guys getting open a little bit easier for him to hit those guys deep down the field, okay? This offense is better. This team is better when they're balanced. And also, when it comes to playing Dan Quinn, you don't really want 3rd and long against the Washington Commanders because he has something called a NASCAR package, which is what a lot of people have. And he pretty much just has his 5 most athletic defensive players, Frankie Louvu, Javon Kinlaw, Deron Payne, a whole ton of other guys, basically just barrel down, try to get the quarterback as quickly as they can. So it's imperative to run the ball, get yards early, create short third down, so he's not able to do that. Number 3, when it comes to you defending Washington, and we're going to talk Jayden Daniels again, it's important to mix up looks. Because we're not just talking about keeping him in the pocket. I'm talking about throwing different things at him. Whether it's different zone coverages, whether it's different blitzes, especially the latter, because he actually struggled a lot against that this past week. Next Gen Stats gave us this. Jayden Daniels completed 16 for 21 passes for 204 yards and a touchdown on dropbacks with 4 or fewer pass rushers, recording a 121.9 passer rating on such dropbacks. Daniels completed only 3 for 9 passes for 29 yards against the blitz, recording the lowest single-game passing rating against the blitz of his career at 43.3. Now, I will give the New York Giants their flowers. There isn't that much that's good about them, but they do have a pretty awesome pass rush, right? Dexter Lawrence, Brian Burns, Kayvon Thibodeau, Abdul Carter. Like, that's an elite group of 4 right there. But still, like when it comes to Jayden Daniels, it's important to get him uncomfortable. It's important to throw different looks at him because if you just stay in zone all game long, he has the arm talent. He has the smarts to just pick you apart. We saw him do it time and time again last season. So one of the reasons they were able to go so far in the playoffs is because Jayden Daniels is able to see coverages before, just like pretty much every quarterback in the National Football League, but he's got the arm talent and the patience and the ability to extend plays to hurt you time and time again. The good thing is Jared Goff this last week, he got to see what it's like to play a new Jeff Hafley defense with Micah Parsons in it, with Lukas Van Ness flexing in and out of that defensive tackle and edge rusher spot, and he was uncomfortable all game long. Sure, he completed almost 80% of his passes, but guess what? Like 100% of those were checkdowns, right? 225 yards, a touchdown, and an interception. If you throw different things at Jayden Daniels, mix up coverages, mix up blitzes, go from man to man to a fire blitz to a zone blitz, like just switch things up, it's going to be hard for him to get in a rhythm. And again, I don't think we're talking enough about the fact he's going to have to go on the road. He's going to have to play on the road. That's a very, very hard thing to do in Lambeau Field. I want you to tell me, what's your score prediction for Green Bay versus Washington, okay? I'm going to give you mine at the end of this video, but I want you to give me yours right now in the comment section down below. Score prediction, Green Bay Packers, Washington Commanders tonight on Thursday Night Football. While you're down there in the comment section, make sure you click on this link, chatsports.com/gbpolo. It's going to be replied to the pinned comment, okay? If you click on that, it'll take you to this polo where you can get for $33. That's $22 off. Guys, that's an unbelievable deal. I love the Packers merch. I think it looks sweet, and I think this one looks awesome as well. It's comfortable, looks good, you feel good. And you know what Jerry Rice said? You feel good, you play good, they pay good, right? Well, the good thing is you don't have to pay very much. Chatsports.com/gbpolo. That link's in the comment section and description of today's video. Number 4, you got to win in the trenches. And this one is on both sides of the football, offensively and defensively. And I know this one seems a little bit generic, and this one probably could be put on every game preview from now until the very end of time. Because this game is won in the trenches. It's won in the offensive line. It's won in the defensive line. But that's the thing about Washington is like, I don't love their offensive line. There's a lot I like and respect about the team. The offensive line is not one of them, especially with Sam Cosmi dealing with an injury right now, who is their best offensive lineman. So I got 3 guys, in my opinion, that should be looking to absolutely feast tonight. Micah Parsons, Rashan Gary, Lukas Van Ness. 3 guys that did just exactly that on Sunday against the Lions. Now, I don't know how much play Micah's going to get. Played about 45% of the snaps on Sunday. I imagine maybe a slight uptick. I don't think it's going to be anything crazy, maybe 50% of them. But still, I love what Jeff Hafley was able to do with those guys, rotating them in and out, putting them on different spots of the line. You saw times where Micah Parsons was lined up in the interior. You saw times where Lukas Van Ness was lined up in the interior. And a lot of times, all the pressure on those 3 guys just helped Colby Wooden run naked to the quarterback or running back, just whoever's in the backfield, okay? And then additionally, like when you're talking about their defensive line instead of their offensive line, it's fine. Like, it impressed on Sunday, but let's be real. That's the New York Giants. And their offensive line is horrific. It is so bad. And so, yeah, their offensive line looked fine, or excuse me, their defensive line. Dexter Lawrence, Ron Payne, Javon Kinlaw, those guys played well. But I think it was a little bit of a unfair sample size because of the offensive line that they were going up against. Give me a number. How many sacks do you think the Green Bay Packers get tonight against Washington? Let me know in the comment section down below and take a guess for me. Last up, the wide receivers are going to have to make some plays. Okay? The wide receivers are going to have to make some plays. Romeo Doubs made an unbelievable play deep down the field, which then was followed by an awesome wheel route by Jayden Reed, who made a great play, caught the ball right to him, end zone, touchdown, 2 plays. This is what I feel like is going to be a tight one. I know it's hard to believe that just because of how good you looked against Detroit and how the Washington Commanders looked against New York. But guys, this is a good team. They made it to the NFC Championship game last year. And if that's the case, if this is a tight game, Jordan Love is going to have to be on. He's going to have to be on all game long, just like he was in the first half and in the fourth quarter on Sunday. And if that's the case, the wide receivers need to continue to make plays. Make plays that come their way. I'm not ready to say the drop problem is not a problem this year, but it wasn't a problem this week or this first week, okay? Praise the Lord, hallelujah, however you want to celebrate that. That's a good thing because it was a chronic issue in 2024. I don't think it's solved. I don't think it's done. I don't think it's dusted, but I will say so far it's looking much better. So every ball that comes your way, okay, every single one of them, it has to be caught. And, of course, you're going to have the yards after catch opportunity. Who's going to be able to make a play? I asked you for your score predictions earlier. Now, I'm going to give you my score prediction, okay? I think the Green Bay Packers win it. I think it is close. I think they win it 31-27. Okay, that's what I got. The 3.5 favorites, they barely would be covering. Would be a pretty bad beat for anybody who picked the Washington Commanders, but still. 31-27, book it. Green Bay Packers win, move on to 2-0. That's going to do it for today's show. Excuse me. I got to get that figured out, before tonight's watch party. Hope to see you guys there. Make sure you're subscribed to be there. Make sure you also follow me on Twitter. I'll tweet out the link right before we go live. You guys can get us there. And, hey, if you subscribe, that's great. We'll see you tonight.